Hi everyone, Catherine here from Inky Fingered Cat. A little share of the Hey Little Magpie embellishment kit for what month are we in? March. We're in March. It's been a day already today. So I thought I would do an unboxing, and you can see what's in the kit this month. So Sarah collates this. She's the owner of Hey Little Magpie, and I have used a few bits and pieces in the previous couple of months, but I've not really used them a lot yet because I've not really been scrapping. It has been a busy few weeks. I've been doing some design team stuff for Kingston Crafts, so I'll have stuff coming up over on my blog, and stuff will be on the telly, but I can't release that yet because it's not yet been released as a product you can buy in the UK. So as a result, all of the crafting kind of went to the wayside for a few weeks, and then it's been busy in my life, work and personal. So hey ho. Right, as usual, beautifully wrapped, little bit of gorgeous tissue paper in blue. Oh, I'm already liking the colours. So we have a couple of different ribbons. We've got the yellow gingham and then the black and white stripe. Absolutely gorgeous, and I love the way she's wrapped that with a little bit of book print. Very cute. Okay, I'm going to go to the bottom first. So we have some fab labels that are cut aparts. So it's quite a thick piece of, I would still call it paper rather than cardstock, but quite thick, perfect for adding your bits of journaling. And some lovely colours. I like the colours. It's very spring, obviously. Always we get some lovely little twine. Sort of, it's like a, not sure if it's wax, but it feels quite a wax thread type thing. Beautiful colours. We have a gorgeous sequin mix that includes those little cute, I don't know how well that's coming up on the screen because it's so shiny, but there's some little ones with like little flowers with faces, as well as all different sizes of sequins in that beautiful greens and yellows mix. Okay, we love these little glassine bags, so we'll try our hardest not to do anything with those because we might end up using them on a page at some point. Some lovely little, I think these are called flare buttons, that says love this and together. Perfect for all sorts of different scrapping. And then, forgot in here, we have gorgeous, as we know, I love a rainbow, but that's a cute rainbow with all the hearts on it, little chart. We then have a couple of safety pin type embellishments and another charm with a heart and the green. Beautiful and fun. And then we have a little baggie of all sorts of different kinds of embellishments in here. So we've got, oh, can't quite get it out, the cutest rainbow. That's so beautiful. Look at that. And it's sort of satin effect on the sewing. Cute little bow. Another bow, but this one's a sort of like green, looks like it's kind of knitted type or crochet type one. Then we've got a flower. Oops, I'm dropping them. Really pretty iridescent kind of butterfly, and another one but in a different colour scheme. Beautiful dotty hearts that are quite puffy, so they're quite 3D. Another little 3D very shiny green heart. We have a couple of stars. They are gorgeous. We have a little smile. It kind of feels soft, almost like suede-y. Another smile, this time on a little fabric tab, like a piece of ribbon almost. And then some really cute little flowers, little daisy flowers. So I love those. And I'm thinking How about I create a page with them? Yeah, let's do that. So, into future Catherine voiceover mode, because as usual, when I'm actually creating, I don't do a good job of talking to the camera and remembering that I'm even on video. So I have shoved this into a little bit of fast forward. I think it's ×5, and then I'm going to do the voiceover. So off screen, what I did was I went and found some papers that I thought I could use and a photograph. The photographs of my daughter from quite a few years ago. I need to go and find the date actually to pop onto the page because I haven't done that yet. And it was just a day out that we had at a local like home and gardens place called Arley Hall, which actually, if anybody's watched Peaky Blinders, I believe it was filmed there, and there was also something else that it was filmed there. There's loads of stuff. If you search Arley Hall, you'll see. Anyway, by the by, I went and pulled these papers. Now, these papers were actually put in a kit that I put together for a crop back at the beginning of February, but never ended up using any of the things that I took with me to the crop, which is, you know, part of the course. Well, I did use a few bits, but not any of the papers that I'd put aside. They're quite old papers. I think they're Maggie Holmes, but I could be wrong. They were from many years ago where I used to get like a box of scrapbooking papers and stuff in a kit posted to me. So I think that's where I came from. Or maybe I just bought a pack at some point. Don't know. Don't remember. So one of the papers was, it's got these sort of doilies all over it. So I just cut that out reasonably loosely. I wasn't really concerned about it being particularly well cut out. And then the other two papers, I just tore some strips so that I'd got a vertical pattern going down my page. I'd chosen this dark brown cardstock. I think it's early espresso from Stampin' Up. And I just added, you saw me add some, it's like a rose gold shimmer ink. My photo is a square photo. I trimmed it down just slightly, and then I'm now just adding the white mount to the back, just to make, because I like them with a white mount. I know not everybody does, but I do. I then added some craft foam underneath it just to raise it up. I had already sort of arranged vaguely how I wanted things, and obviously my main focus is trying to use some of those embellishments from the embellishment kit from Hey Little Magpie. I have included the labels. I've included the heart embellishments because it's so easy to embellish with a heart. I added that flower that's like a little crochet type flower or sewn flower. And now I've decided I'm going to do a little nest of thread on those three sort of like cluster placements. So I do take those embellishments back up and have to re-glue them. Fortunately, nothing had really glued dry at this point, and because I was going to glue them back in the same place, it didn't matter if it had sort of like made a bit of a mess underneath. So that's one of the colours of thread entirely used up because I used it all doing this. And now I'm just going to add little bits of glue just to try and secure some of those ends and make sure that they are loose but secure, if that makes any sense, because that definitely doesn't sound like it goes together. Loose but secure. Now at this point I went and grabbed some Bramble Fox Club kit pieces from previous club kits, and I knew I'd got one that would work well as a sentiment sort of title type thing, which is this Crazy Fun. It doesn't stand out particularly well because it's against the cream and it's quite busy, but I'm happy with it. I don't want to do anything else with it. And I also just added in this little perspective tag with the star underneath. I thought that was quite cute. And now I'm just going to dot some glue around my page and start adding sequins from the sequin mix. I just think it works really well with these sort of like quite vintagey papers, but it would equally work really well with sort of like fresh, modern brights as well. And I think then, apart from a little bit of journaling, I think I'm pretty much done with this page. Yeah, so as I say, it was just a trip down to Arley Hall. I can't remember what year it was, so I'll need to come back and add that. And my daughter and I just were messing around, doing some action shots in the paths where it was really empty. It was a cool day, as you can tell from what she's wearing, so it wasn't the busiest of times to go and visit one of these sorts of gardens, and there weren't flowers out or anything, so I don't know whether it was early spring or whether it was autumn. Can't remember off the top of my head. But a page done, and a surprise page, because I wasn't expecting that when I started the video. And hopefully you enjoyed the little haul video sharing the Hey Little Magpie embellishment kit. I love these. I think Sarah does a great job of collating them and putting together some pretty kits. So I hope you enjoyed. Please do put a thumbs up if you did. Subscribe to see more. And until next time, bye bye.